So welcome to a new video. So for those who don't know, I'm Chris. I'm an artist from Bristol in the UK. I create intuitive, messy artwork in various styles and mediums, all within the realm of self-expression and looking at what it means to belong. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed already, then subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss a video, because I don't tend to follow a schedule. So a lot of artists on YouTube follow a lot of detail and get really into the detail. So I'm not one of those. I can get into detail at times, but I tend to go more for the mood. And I don't know if you've ever had this, but you want to create something, but you just can't find that you're in that headspace. You can't get into that mindset. And I think partly I need to organise the studio that bit better, so there will be a video about that, looking at storage, looking at ways to make this work that bit better, because back when I was in the rented studio I was able to put things away and it was like a TARDIS. It would kind of swallow all of my art supplies quite happily and was very easy to clear up afterwards. This piece you're seeing on screen, I watched the Jurassic Park film. It wasn't all that great, so I might do a review over on my other channel where I tend to do vlogs, but I haven't really been out and about to film much lately. I thought I would try and do like a jungle piece with light coming through, but it ended up being more of an abstract shape with colour and expression and trying out colour pencils on top of acrylic. So that's what sketchbook is for, just trying things out, experimenting. And what I like about sketchbooks is they transport you to that memory, to what you were up to, what you were feeling, what you're thinking at that time. And I even wrote my dissertation on sketchbooks versus digital and the dawn of the iPad. Of course, that was in 2011, so a lot has changed since then, and I now use Procreate, although I wouldn't say it replaces a sketchbook. It's been a great way while tired to just be really accessible and be able to play around with ideas. And even though it's digital, a lot of people don't realise that you still need to know traditional techniques and layer up. Of course, you get the benefit of being able to change sizes and move things around, but it's a tool. It's still got to work at it. Lately, I've been trying not to compare myself to other artists. I've been really inspired by a lot of the YouTube artists who are very skilled at what they do, but it's not the style I have. I'm sure Jean-Michel Basquiat didn't have this problem. He had a lot of confidence and created his cave-like paintings and a lot of energy there. Noel Fielding creates a lot of needing to get that energy out, that self-expression. And The Fresh Approach by Emily Ball talks a lot about this. So I strive to just paint all styles. I have moments where I'm painting mood, really. So I'm not really using techniques as such. I've got a toolbox full of techniques that I use, and I've learned a lot along the way. However, I can feel like a beginner at many times, and that's kind of how I like to be trying new things and not stick to the tried and tested, although I have done a lot of portraits, but more so on the expressive side than the sort of technical. So I will sort of explore that sometimes, but it depends on what mood I'm in, and that's what I'm painting, is how I feel, and putting that onto the subject matter, adjusting the reference and altering a lot. So I had a reference for this, but obviously it was not a slug sort of face. It was a portrait which I altered and changed the angle, and so the reference is just a starting point. And there's a video that I did about that which you can see from the description. So when I'm playing around and trying to discover what I'm trying to discover, it can be that kind of mystery of not knowing what I'm looking for. And when I create something and it works, then that's a really magical moment which keeps me coming back to the art, and just expressing and being able to keep my mind moving through the pen is enough to keep me drawing. But lately I've been focusing too much on the end result and trying to turn this more into a business, and having sold a few here and there. I don't paint for that reason. I like amusing myself. I like weird oddities and creating a mood. I'm a big fan of Dali's work and the little stick legs and all of those influences with Van Gogh and Blue and Banksy, and all of these people kind of go into a melding, is that the right word? Melding pot in order to become this new style, and I kind of embody, this is kind of how I draw and how I paint, so I kind of found it through evolving and developing it through a lot of painting. So lately I haven't had the energy to really create a video or paint or anything. I've just been wanting to paint in my sketchbook, put some music on, put a podcast on, and just zone out. And I've got a few other projects on the go which I'm looking forward to delving more into the detail, but for now it's all very abstract, and I find these talking voiceovers and talking head videos difficult because I would just talk. So I hope you've enjoyed the artwork and the expression of it, and I can get quite lost in sort of the self-doubt. However, it's a lot of what I explore on this channel is turning something that can be quite a difficult moment and making it into something positive through creative art and expression and mark making. Really what I use the sketchbook for is to just keep exploring, keep coming up with ideas, keep trying things out. And at the moment I haven't really had the ideas of just drawing things that interest me, and every so often something magical happens and it just works. So it's those moments that I keep striving for, and if I look back at my work from 10 years ago, there's definitely an improvement there, and you just got to trust that through trying these little exercises, through painting a lot, through drawing a lot, that the improvements will continue to happen. So thank you for listening and for following my videos. The last one has done really well, just over 300 views. So thank you for that. Thank you for those who watched and commented and liked the videos. And I will keep working on these, keep improving and finding that flow state, which I'm constantly trying to find myself in, but don't always succeed. So until next time, I shall see you in the next video, and stay creative, have a good week, and I shall see you next time.